Hi there, welcome to Aave Wyckoff Weekly. Uh, Currently it's a piece of Red Sea, even though we're seeing green candles. Basically, the price has come down from the previous day's rise. It's not very wild yet. It's around probably 25% from the recent surge in price. So let's quickly take a look at where Aave is in terms of Wyckoff stage, as well as what are the key resistance and support levels, and also any daily price actions trend that the charts are exhibiting. So here we see the price wasn't able to get through the purple resistance line. That's the resistance at around $280. It's basically somewhere around the automatic reaction, this purple tag over here, coming down from the buying climax. So I should move the tag a little bit closer so it's easier for everybody to see. And then now there seems to be some solid support at around $225 roughly. I would say it may be coming from this point as well as this point. So there are 2 points to kind of mildly overlapping space. That's where it's finding a little bit of support, but it's not very solid. So you see it kept testing, trying to go lower. So I would say a more solid support level would be this white line at around $190. If it does come down, then it is signaling that it has somehow returned to the accumulation zone or price level. Then the next support line will be around 128. So the first is 188, second 128 roughly. So you know it's always a range. So that's the big picture. And then in terms of daily trend, last week we talked about this downward or bullish flag or downward playground zone. It's been broke out already. So you see this very long green like volume bar. So basically here there was very significant buying force pushing it all the way up. And one way I try to interpret this is it tries to shoot back to this upward trend, but currently it's losing a bit of momentum. You see this is dying down a little, and it's a bit tricky because it's also getting to the purple resistance line, getting near it at around 280. So we already talked about this purple line over here, right? So it's getting closer to that line, and it's not easy to break through this purple. So if it does, then it still has to get through this blue resistance line over here. So that's two levels that it has to go through, the price has to go through. If this momentum, this high volume does not sustain, I'm not sure whether it's people FOMO in after like 10 red candles. Be really careful if you haven't exited, if you like haven't, taken your profit yet. Make sure you keep refreshing your stop loss, because it can happen in a way that it drops back to this downward trend pretty quickly and tests this white support line that I covered in the weekly chart. If I would make some adjustments just by looking at the wicks, I can expand this a little bit more, even though these two candles are still outside. But it can happen that like 1 or 2 days it can go outside of the trend, but then it's like a fake breakout, and then immediately basically the sword or the knife slash down, and then the price return to the downward trend. So it will catch a lot of people off guard, thinking, oh, the price has broken now, it's going to shoot up continuously. So be careful of those traps. And that's pretty much it for Aave for this week. Thanks for joining, especially if you're with me for all 4